had a wonderful day. Today's video is my Believeathon 2 Journey to the Stronghold reading wrap up. So yeah, if you haven't seen my introduction video to that, you should definitely head over and check it out. But if you have and you wanted to see how I got on, then here we are. So the Believeathon was created by How to Train Your Gavin, and it is a middle grade readathon. So it only lasted for 2 weeks. It lasted from the 11th of May to the 24th. I have now completed it. So the idea was, and it will explain it better in the introduction video, you followed a pathway to the stronghold, and you could take whichever path you wanted to, and that would give you different prompts along the way to help you choose your books. So the first place I started was The Poacher's Pocket, which was to read a book, the first book in a series. I chose Magisterium, The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I actually did this as a buddy read with the lovely Nikki, who you've all heard about a million times. I will leave a link to her channel in the description down below. This is the story of Cal, who is supposed to fail his magic test, so he doesn't get into the Magisterium, and he still manages to get in. This video is going to have spoilers. I'm going to put it out there. Not big ones, but I'm going to tell you a bit about each book. So yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of like Harry Potter, but from Ron's perspective. And I kind of loved it. I gave it 5 stars because the suspense was insane. I didn't want to put it down. The magic in this makes so much more sense than Harry Potter magic does, where you're just kind of told that that spell does this, whereas these ones, it's all based on the elements: earth, air, fire and water, and then chaos, which is it's kind of like a dark magic-ish. But yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I totally recommend it. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I think you'll love it. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I think you will love it. So yeah, give it a go. So there's that one. Next up was The Yellow Brick Road, which was a book you were supposed to read years ago. So the book I chose for that was from my Narnia novel, and it was The Magician's Nephew. So I always thought that the Narnia story just started with Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and that was how it went because I love the films. But yeah, I read The Magician's Nephew. It was only about 100 pages, I think, ish. Okay, so it's a little bit over 100 pages, but this completely set the scene for The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. And now I kind of feel like you need to know what happens before you watch or you read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, because it sets the scene. It tells you how it all started. Completely mind-blowing. I really enjoyed it. It follows a magician who is trying to create a way to visit other worlds using different coloured rings. And then from that, the children in the story bring back Jada, or the White Witch, as we know from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. And it all kind of starts from there. Incredible. So I really recommend reading The Magician's Nephew if you haven't, because it really does set the scene for how Narnia kind of comes about, how Aslan comes into it, how the prophecy of 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve. Yeah, it's awesome. I believe I gave it, bear with me, let me just check the book. I gave it 4 stars. So yeah, it wasn't long, but it was definitely worth a read. Next up was 100 Acre Wood, which was a reader book with yellow on the cover. I chose James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. I loved the film of this as a child, still enjoy it now. It's pretty good. Really recommend it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I wanted to get round to reading the book. Roald Dahl has been my mission for this month's reading, so keep your eyes peeled for my reading wrap up for this month. But I gave this one 4 stars, and mainly I did that because it's a book from, like, a story from my childhood. I loved it. I love the idea of animals and well, insects and a boy travelling in a peach and him getting away from his horrible aunts. It was just, it brought back memories. It's a goodie. Next up was The Brolly Rail, which was read a book featuring transportation. Now, I read a book that I have not read in a very long time. The Worst Witch by Jill Murphy. So again, not a long book. It's 100 pages. Yep, it's 100 pages. And obviously the transportation is the broom. But yeah, I watched this on telly as a child. Loved it. I have all the books, and I recently picked these up from my mum and dad before lockdown, obviously. And yeah, I thought, you know what? I haven't read it for ages, and it's got a broom on it, and cat and witches and magic. What more could you want? So yeah, this was a good read. It's about Mildred Hubble, who's a trainee witch, and she gets into lots of trouble and mischief. Generally, it's not her fault. She's just, yeah, she's Mildred Hubble. But it's definitely a good read. And then last up, we reached the Bookkeeper's Stronghold, and that was to read the next book in a series. So me and Nikki picked up the Copper Gauntlet in the Magisterium series. Again, really good. We did agree that the beginning was kind of slow to take off, but it ended how I kind of wanted it to, and yeah, again, loved it. I did only give this one, no, I gave this one 5 stars again, because I loved it. Yeah, so yeah, there's 5 books in this series. Pick them up because they're awesome. But yeah, this one moves on from the first one and goes on a little bit more about Cal and how he's getting on at the Magisterium, and yeah, it's a goodie. So check it out. But yeah, I completed the Believeathon. Super chuffed about it. So I read 5 books in that middle grade readathon. They were good books. I didn't have any that I really struggled with. But yeah, my little mini readathon set. But yeah, I really recommend you picking up some middle grade books if you haven't already. They're one of those ones that if you get a good one, you're really gonna love it. As I said, the Magisterium series is great. I really, really think it's worth a read. I do intend to read the rest of the Narnia novels at some point, but I have 3 of these chunky books that have the story in. The font's fairly normal sized, but there's obviously quite a few stories in the Narnia series. Mildred Hubble, everyone I think should read about. I have the rest of the books in that, and obviously the Roald Dahl books, they're a must. So yeah, that's everything from me. I finished my journey. I can't wait to do another one. I believe he does them once a year. This is obviously the second one, so I am excited to get involved in the next one he does. Let me know how you got on if you took part. That's everything from me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, and I will see you soon.